Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Livin Freestyle game dev live stream. My name is Kevin. We are working in Unreal Engine and we do this twice a week. Generally speaking, this is all about your questions. Hop in, ask questions about Unreal blueprints, game dev, as well as anybody who is working through our crash course for scripting. Feel free to hop in, ask questions, come and go as you please, etc. Like I said, my name's Kevin. I currently work in R&D at Riot Games. I'm a tech artist, and I spend a lot of time working in both art and tech. And hopefully, I can help you stumble through some of the problems together. One of the reasons we do this is because it also helps me learn a lot. And in the absence of any questions, don't worry, we fill the time by me live streaming, working towards my own personal working prototype, which is definitely a slow process, and we are in fact stumbling through it. It is Wednesday morning, and I'm definitely tired, but that's all right, we're rolling. And I didn't see any questions in the chats or anything like that, so we're gonna hop straight back into where we left off. And if you all recall, we go, make sure we share our screen. If you all recall, we left off where we were trying to get our enemies to be smart about getting in place and everything like that. And so they were kind of taking up their positions around here. And if I take a step towards her, after 2 seconds, she should shift backwards. If I take a step towards her, she should shift backwards. So they're kind of doing a better job of keeping their positioning. Now, we're pretty close to just turning everything back on. I want to make sure we have our levels and everything for our stream look good. Yep, we're pretty close to turning everything back on. And by everything, what I mean is, our other enemies, or no, giving them the ability to attack again and stuff like that. But before we do that, a couple of things that I wanted to take a look at was, part of the reason I believe they're struggling is they're all fighting for some pretty tight spacing around the player. And so what I wanted to do, first thing was reduce that. We get our usual splash. We'll have to fix that one day. If we go to, this is going to be in our EQS query. And inside of our EQS query, that doesn't seem like the one we want. So let's look for EQS. And what we're looking for is the one that is melee attack positions. But I'm not seeing that. So let's kill this and see if we can find it through our behavior tree. So under fight, when we look at fight, the EQS query we're running is find melee attack position, which is in, oh, it's weird, I put it, okay, that's fine, I put it in here. So if we look at find melee attack position, if you recall, we had set this up to be a compound or a composite query, which we were pretty stoked to find was a thing. And what we've got is we have an inner circle and an outer circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reduce the number of points on the inner circle to 5. And let's just, oh, you know what? We don't have our perforce open yet today. Let's get that open. Just in case. We will go save, and we will go again. Now this time, it should only take up 5 positions around me. Same number of enemies, just 5 positions instead of 6. Okay, that worked. They took their 5 positions. Didn't take them too long to get settled, and I'm pretty cool with, the other character in the background getting there too. Let's see what happens just for fun if we add some more enemies. Like, where's she going, actually? I'd love to know what she's thinking. Okay. So we got a grip on her. I just want to watch where's she going right now? That's why I want to watch. Okay, she went to that position. in a fight tree though. When we see her move next, I want to know what's prompting her to move. I guess I wouldn't mind if she moved a little bit. I just want to double check. Okay. She seems stable. So let's do what we were talking about. Let's do 12 enemies instead of 6. So we'll go to our spawner. And we'll do 12. Let's go. Alright, pretty good for the most part. This character right here, this one right in front of me, is the one that kind of bums me out. And this is the one, she's basically just, there's no way that's this character. No, it's not. Okay. That's her. So right now, where she is in this tree, just as an example, is she is trying to move to our move to goal. And she's too far away. Let's see here, arm's distance. So she's definitely arm's distance. So she runs her query to find the melee attack position. And which attack position is she trying to go to? So look, she's trying to get out there. See that green point that's out there? But in order to get there, she's trying to run through me. If all I did is take a slight step back, she was able to get there. Man, the pathing thing. I really want to dig into this pathing thing at some point, but we're not going to do that right now. For the most part, that went pretty well. That was cool. So let's go back down to 6. And let's start bringing back a couple of things. Actually, I'm going to go down to 3. There's going to be a couple things I think we're going to take a look at today. I want to take a look at this sword swipe. It feels lame. And I know this is just, working towards prototype, and it's cool that we even built our combo, but man, it just feels really bad. And so what I wanted to try to do was take a look at our sword combo. And I believe that is, well, we can do a couple things. Let's do our power combo. Oh wait, this is our gameplay ability. Yes, our gameplay ability is there. That's their damage. Where is our montage? Combo montage. It looks like we have determined combo montage phase, and that is going to be on the shooter mannequin. Combo montage phase, combo phase, power combo, base combo, sword power. Here's our Ana montage. Okay, this is what we're looking for. If we look at our sword power combo, right now, oh, it looks like our power combo is full body, so let's just double check that. It is full body. Okay, so our power combo is full body. We don't need that. And our Sword combo 1, 2, and 3. Let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at 1. And I believe we have this as set up as probably a split body. Yeah. So this is defaulting to upper body, which makes it look like just weird. It makes it look like not good. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to change the way this works. Yeah, that feels way better. I think it makes sense. I think what it does is it makes sense for this to feel grounded. I think it makes sense that when you make a swipe like this, you're not going to be moving through it. Because right now the problem is if I forward combo, well, you just see me slide this whole way. I think it makes sense that when I do that combo, I'm not going to be moving forward anymore. So we're gonna work through that a little bit. So let's make this change to all of these combos. We can always switch it back if it breaks it, but let's see here. Combo 2. We're also gonna make this full body. Save that. Go back. And combo 1, we can save that. Check it out. And then combo 3 should be our last one. Combo 3 was already full body. That's cool. Oh, I know what we're gonna want to do with this now. All right, let's go. So if we hit our combo, if we're standing in place, does it feel good if we're standing in place? So 1, 2. Oh, I missed the third one. Yeah, that does feel good. All right, now the problem is if I'm walking, it's kind of dumb. So what is the right way? It feels pretty good when I do that. If I do this and I press forward, I think what I want to do is just add a step afterwards. I think that's the answer. I have no idea how to do that. That step feels good. Yeah, if we just took one step. Okay, so how do we do this? This is our gameplay ability for our power sword combo. Let's see if we can disable player movement here. Good morning, Ed. How are you doing? Whoa, we got crazy big with the chat. Good morning, Ed. How are you doing? We are working on making our combos feel a little more grounded. And to do that, I'm trying to figure out, I think we just get our controlled pawn. We play montage and wait. Anim root translation scale. Oh, that's interesting. I think we need to disable input. Not disable input. Let's just see if we can get the movement. I've never tried this before. We may have to look this up on the internet. Get the movement component. And can we slow it? No. Can we slow-mo it? That might be interesting too. Nope. Stop. Stop active movement. That's interesting. That's under the pawn movement section. So let's see what else we can do. We can add consume. Returns the pending input vector and resets it to 0. Copies a pending input vector to saved input vector. Get less target is pawn movement component. Okay. Get the pawn omer. Get the is movement input ignored. Oh, interesting. So we can stop applying further movement. Usually 0 accelerating. Target is now movement component. But this one's interesting too. Movement input ignored. I wonder what else we can get to with ignored. So there's probably just like everything else. Help us see if input is ignored. If there is no pawn or updated component. Otherwise defers to pawn's implementation of is move input ignored. Interesting. Ooh, let's go into C++. Okay, so we're just gonna try this first time. Stop. Let's just try to stop active movement. Now this is going to break us because what's gonna happen is we're going to come in here. We're going to play the montage. And then I think what we do is we put this in here. Let's just for kicks, we're going to try this. We're going to stop this movement. And then we're also you know what? I was actually based off of you all's comments. So for those of you in Twitch, nobody's in Twitch, but Ed is getting a new computer, which is very cool. Actually, after last stream, because you all were talking about how we were skipping and stuff, I was thinking, you know, I don't want to get a new computer. I know this computer is reasonably old. It's 7 years old right now, but I would love to see if this stream is going to be, if people are going to dig this stream and support the stream. And if they are, my thought was if they are, then what I'll do is, you know, I'll make the investment for a new computer. But after last time, because we were getting the frame hitching, I'm thinking that maybe in order to give the stream the best chance possible, we actually need to do a new computer. So I'm curious, what did you get? Like what did you go bleeding edge, or did you just go right behind the line? What did you decide on? Because I'm actually kicking around potentially getting a new machine. Movement. Stop. Consume. How do we resume movement? Enable. Resume. Oh, okay. Alienware M15 Ryzen 7 i9 3080. That sounds pretty sweet. That R7 i9, is that 16, 24, or 64 cores? All right, well, let's just see if this even stops moving first before we figure out how to unbreak it. All right. What? I'm still moving. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, that definitely did not work. Where are we? Oh, because it's the power combo. Okay, well, actually we can do it in the power combo. No, she's totally still moving. What we want to do is not stop active movement. I think we want to disable input. Input. Maybe we need to do this on the player controller. That is entirely possible. So this is the player controller. Oh, interesting. Okay. Enhanced input local player subsystem. This is interesting. All right, we're in a new world here. So as player controller, input. Set input mode. I don't think this is the way we want to do this. So let's see how we stop player movement during inability in Unreal. Set ignore move. So set ignore. So set ignore movement. Interesting. Okay. So what we need to do then, can we do this from any controller? Yes, we can. All right, so we don't need to do this cast, which is cool. I'm gonna keep this here though. Oh goodness, what just happened? Okay. Oh no, it crashed. Did it crash? Okay, it did crash, but we came back. That is why I used the developer environment. Either one gave me that 15%. Wait, you got both? That's awesome. That's fantastic. I'll check those out and see what it looks like. I don't need much, I just need enough that streams won't freeze, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this. You know what? If we're going to be doing this a lot, I think I want to I think I'm gonna, do I want to put this in a variable? Let's first promote this to a variable. This is going to be character controller. The reason I'm calling it character controller is because it could be the enemy, or it could be the player. We don't actually know, because we're not being specific at this point. Because right now, we can get all the information that we want from the character controller. And so what that means is over here, if we get our character controller, we can input ignore, set ignore move input. Okay. And then we're going to do that. And then on the way out, if we do any of these things, we're going to set input. I see, we're going to do the exact same thing. It's got a checkbox. Always a check. And then we'll end the ability. All right, so what's interesting is, I don't know if this is a negative checkbox or a positive checkbox. If, oh good, there's comments. If true, move input is ignored. So we're gonna set ignore. And if false, we'll set it back. So what this is going to do is, once we start our montage, we're going to ignore input. And then when we're done, no matter in what way, whether we complete, blend out, interrupt, or cancel, we're going to re-enable our input. But it doesn't like that because we need to connect in our character controller. Okay. So let's compile. What's it warning me about? It's saying that we are already. Be here, Shumaran does not inherit from controller. Wait a minute. What did we do here? We did something. I think we had to get controlled pawn in here. We must have deleted. Get controlled pawn. We must have deleted this. Okay. Alright, so let's save that. Check that out. And then we'll go ahead and play. And now when we power attack, we stop. Now, that transition is pretty slow. Okay. I think we probably want to, like, there's going to be some things, but I think overall it feels better. But it definitely does expose our character. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in our other combos as well. So that's the sword power combo. Let's do this. Let's just see how this feels. And inside of our combo 1, oh, wait a second. Does this mean I'm not going to be able to execute the full combo? Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's take, we're going to commit this ability, and the piece that we're going to take from this is we're going to get the controller. Yeah. All right, let's try this. Let's just try the same thing. So we're going to get the controller. We're going to promote this to a variable, and that is going to be the character controller again. And then we'll set that value. And then the exact same thing. We're going to wait for melee event as authority. Okay, and we're going to, just like we did there, we can copy and paste between the blueprints because everything's named the same. So let's do oops, undo, do that, and this. And then the same thing again down here where we're going to enable. All right, so theoretically, what's going to happen is when we run our combo, we should no longer move forward. Let's just double check that. What? How's she moving forward? So the backup works. Moving forward does not. Did I put the L? No. This should be the right thing. I must be in the wrong ability. I've got to be in the wrong ability. Sword combo 3, let's save that. Type that out. Let's... How are we in the wrong ability? This is our sword power combo. Maybe it's just Chie's sword combo? No, I swear this is what's being used. Hold on. Reference viewer. Nothing. Reference viewer. Oh, well, maybe it is the wrong one. Nah, this can't be any. Oh, okay, this is broken. This applies the gameplay effect. This commits the ability. This determines the combo phase. Oh, it was in the wrong one. Okay. Let's make some room here and do once again the same thing. We'll promote this to a variable, and this is going to be a character controller. And yeah, you can see I forgot this is the same stuff. Okay, so here we go. Move this up. Q key will line up all my boxes so that they're all in line. And I lost track of one of my chats. There we go. Okay, and then this can feed into this just for cleanliness. And then from here, oh, I just realized what happened. Okay, from here, now we can go into our combo phase. And then we can go into disabling our inputs again. So we need one here to disable. The cool thing about the way this is set up is it's going to disable it for all three, so we will be able to see if my guess at the problem is correct. Now, this is set ignore move input. Hopefully, and this is what I mean, because our combo is determined by you press a button, first attack, and if you press the button again at the right time, you get the second attack, and then again at the right time, you get the third. If we disable move input, does that mean just movement and no attack inputs, or is all of that considered move input? And the reason that will be interesting to find out is because that would basically break our ability to combo. Well, save, check this out, and let's give this a test. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, cool. So that actually does work. I still can do my full combo, and I cannot move when I'm doing my combo. Now that's the oh, and I actually can't move after my combo either, so I must have messed up my... How's that possible? We're not re-enabling the input somehow? Hold on. Because I can't move. We come in here, we ignore the input. If true, move input is false. So there's got to be another place where we're ending this ability. Oh, you know what we could do? We could... This is our end ability. We could do that. Okay, let's just be safe with this. Let's try that instead. And right down here, what we're going to do is when we end the ability, we'll re-enable our input. And let's do the same thing for consistency in our power combo. No, that's not what I want to do. Quick tip, I've said this before, if I have all of these pins connected and I don't want to reconnect them all, I can control drag and it'll drag all of them. So here's our end ability. Okay, compile and save that, and then let's go. So let's try both. So we're gonna go power first, and I can move again after. Attack, and I can move again after. Okay. And I can move again after. Okay, great. So that worked, because now I'm getting anywhere I'm moving. Now, this is where this gets tricky. In order for this to feel good, if I'm in the middle of it, and I do my combo, and I'm still pressing the button, I would like there to be a step if I'm pressing forward. When I do this and then I hit the next combo, if I was pressing forward, I would think that I would want to move forward. If I'm pressing right, if I do right combos, I think I would want to take a step to the right. But this already feels more grounded. It means I'm way exposed as a player, but I think that's okay. I think we may want to change how quickly. I think we may need to change the speed of this combo. Or the recovery phase, basically. Oh, look at that. Oh, dude, she even healed herself. Okay. Our stuff's working. Alright, so that recovery, I think, is the deal. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at, I think it's the montage we're gonna play. is sword combo 1. If we look at this montage, oh, interesting. There are no phases in this. Wait a minute, maybe not. What is this third? This is our end combo notify. That's interesting. So if we go back and we look at that, our end combo on that first one, the sword is, let's just make this a little more pronounced. Let's move this end combo to here. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna end the combo after the attack, and then there's still animation for the recovery. The question is, will I be able to move during the recovery? Doesn't look like it. What did that actually change then? I think it was over here-ish. And this is basically as we come down. If I hit the button again anywhere in there, it will allow me to do this. This notify end combo. I want to know what this is used for. Open the notify blueprint. Be hero shooter mannequin end combo. What does that do? End combo, set combo phase. Oh, it's not really ending combo. I see. Okay, that is a confusing name. This is why we should be more explicit. This isn't really end combo. This is mark the end of the combo, which is different because the problem is if I read end combo, what this is doing is literally all end combo is doing is it's resetting the phase counter for each of the potential phases in our combo, 1, 2, 3. By calling it end combo, it sounds like it might be something that you can use to actually end the combo. That's not really what's happening, so it's a little deceiving. So I think this should be, rather than end combo, it's going to be, it marks the end of the combo, or it, even something like end combo finish. Like we could do that, end combo, let's try this. End combo, mark, finish. Let's see if that updates all of our stuff. If we go back to our my question is, does that mess everything up? No, because okay, so what happened was that updated the function that was being called. Now we just need to update the name of this one, notify state. So let's change this in combo mark finish. Okay, and now when we look at our combo, I wonder if it didn't update. Oh my goodness, it didn't look like it update. That's a bummer. That's kind of a bummer. So let's save this. And then let's go see if we have to fix the other ones too as a result of this change. Check combo 2. Okay, well combo 2 updated. That's good. Oh, you know what? So there's this thing in Unreal with some of the animations. Sometimes you have to close them down and reopen them. Interestingly enough, this one does not have a mark finish in it. Okay. I wonder why that is. Oh, I think it's because it resets. All right, let's see if our combo still works. So left click, again, power. Okay, cool. There's a weird thing where I can't use, it doesn't seem like, there's definitely a recovery time. All right, so hold on, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like I can't, there's a period there where I can't click. I wonder what it is. Okay, it seems to be, there it was. During that recovery, I can't, it seems like I can't click. So if I go 1, 2, oh no, I was able to click there. Oh, wait. If I go 1, 2, 1, 2. It's almost like if I miss the window. Just took a swipe at me. See right there, I can click again. Hold on. See if it's my mouse or if it's the actual input. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, here's what's happening. You can't feel this because you're not playing it. What's happening is when I do the first one and then the second one, because I missed the window. Wait, is that true? It feels like what's happening is I'm missing the window and input's not working and I'm trying to move, but I'm not moving. Okay, either way, I think overall this is the way to go. I think when you do an ability like this, it should feel good. I mean, it should feel grounded. And so what that means is what we need to do is we're gonna have to change the way we think about our animations a little bit because this is a long time to be locked up. I think this is gonna feel bad, but I think it'll feel better because as you can see with the combo, it doesn't feel like I'm locked up. But if I just do one swipe and then go away, it's not. I think I just need to figure that out, just the transition. Now, that said, we gotta figure out how to put a step in here. Because I'm pushing forward during this combo, I would like to take at least a step forward. So I need to think about that. I wonder if I need... Okay, so this is where we get into the weeds of animation. And by weeds of animation, what I mean is there are a lot of ways to potentially do this. For example, what I could do is I could have a step animation, right? Like it's just literally a step and it's meant to be a transition between animations. And during the combo, if I am pressing forward at the end of the combo, rather than going in straight into the next combo, it will take a step into the next, like it will blend a step into it on the way to the next combo. But that's not really, that wouldn't be a player movement thing, because in that case, I would be moving off of the origin. Okay, this is where some of my guru friends at work could totally help. But we're just gonna have to figure it out. Let's see here. So looking at this combo, when we look at we play this montage, and which one are we doing here? Are we blending out, interrupting, or canceling on the way out? Or are we doing it on complete? On, blend, out. You know what? I'm wondering, is this when blend out finishes or when it starts? Let's check our blends. Check our blend. I don't understand, that was a lot of. Okay, our blend time, blend out time. Let's make our blend out time longer. Let's make it really long. Let's go 0.5. And what I want to know is if we get our movement enabled faster. I think it did. I think it did. So if I do this, like, hold on a second. When does he start? Everybody, you know what? Let's not spawn enemies right now because it's just making it hard to see. So what's going to happen is when I attack, I start walking, the hand's not. All right, let's make it even more extreme. Our blend out, blend transition, exponential out, exponential in would be, which way would that go? Let's try exponential out. Yeah, I think that's pretty harsh out, because she's not even finishing the transition. And if we confirm that, if we go to exponential in, I think that flips the curve direction. Yeah, so she's much smoother transition. So that is definitely affecting her transition. Okay, and what we can do is we can keep this linear. So we're able to start walking as a result of where this happens. Now this blend to out time, is this a percentage? It's gotta be a percentage. So our blend out time is 15 frames in this case. Our attack is done here at frame 15. So basically right after our attack, we're already starting to be able to move. Let's see if that's what it feels like. Yeah, it does. You know what? That might be enough. So if I go attack, okay, that helps with the feeling of moving, just like single attack and moving. It does not help with if I nail the combo. And that is because we have this notify state. This is the one that is our attack notify. Hold on a second. So this determines our combo phase. We might be able to do this right here. If we determine our combo phase, we need to figure out, are we hitting the interrupt? No, we're not, because, wait, does it finish playing the animation? Let's see if it finishes playing. Okay, so if we do our first one, no, it doesn't finish. It definitely does not finish. So does that mean we're interrupting? Let's see this, print string. Do we see hello print in here? No, we do not. It's not interrupting. So that's not it. Is it canceling? It's not canceling either. So it's not canceling, it's not interrupting. It must be just, is it accelerating the completed? Wait for gameplay event has authority. Team subsystem. Damage. Execute gameplay key with parameters. Sort hit. Okay. There's gotta be... Okay, let's do this. Let's print string here. Is it ending the ability at least? Let's see. How's it not even? Oh, it is. Look, here's our hello. It wasn't printing to the screen, but it did print in here. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe that was printing the whole time and we didn't realize it. Let's go back and do this again. Same test, but this time with the output log up. Okay, there's our output log. Here's our sword combo. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to see if it's interrupted. Print string. Let's just do this all at once this time. Print string. This is going to print interrupt. Let's print string on this one. And this is going to be canceled. And let's see if either of those print. We'll play. Alexander, what's going on this morning? Dumb question. How are you stopping player movement during anim? That's what we just did. We literally just went through this earlier today. This is the first time we've tried this, which is why we're stumbling through this. Okay, I'll show you in 1 second. Let me finish this test and I'll show you exactly what we did to get to where we are right now. So if we clear the log, right now, if I am moving forward and I do my combo and I hit the combo, it didn't interrupt and it didn't cancel. Ooh. Okay. So that means that it's just finishing. Okay, so Alexander, to go back in time just a little bit, originally we didn't have player movement disabled, and so when we were doing our combos, it felt weird to be, well, no, let me back up 2 more steps. Originally, our combos were just split body, just the upper body, and it just didn't feel grounded. So the way we started off today was we switched it so that they were full body, which means that the whole body animation plays, which means it was sliding into space and it looked weird. So then what we did is we said, all right, let's disable player movement during that time. To do that, all we did was in our gameplay ability, or the sword combo, for example, from the character controller, we're just setting our ignore movement input. No, it's fine, I don't mind recapping. So we're ignoring the movement input, and then after the ability finishes, we're enabling the movement input again. So that's how we got to where we are. And now all we're trying to do is figure out, what we're trying to figure out now is what's controlling the flow between combos, so that if you're pushing forward, left, or right during a combo, we could potentially add a step. That's what we're trying to figure out right now. And I'm thinking attack notify state. Free combo attack in place, full body. Trigger. I think we need to be looking for, let's see what we can find here. Attack notify. AGR Combat Manager. These are our traces. Let's find references to this. Find our references. No. Okay, this has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. All this does okay, I believe all this does is this creates our sword damage fan, if you will. Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for. I need to figure out how we're triggering. Like, we did an entire like, I don't even know how many videos we did on this, where it took us a little while to figure out how that worked, where during a montage, if I hit the next one within a certain window, that would work. And so inside of our shooter mannequin, find references to this. We have this end combo mark finish. We have determine combo phase. This is where we're determining the phase that we're in based on. So who's calling this? Find references. The sword power combo and the sword combo both call this. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, no, it's not fancy. It's not fancy. All right, here's what's happening. To explain what's happening, okay? When the player or character starts an attack, what happens is it plays this first animation. When it does that, as we come into the combo, one of the things that happens is we run this code. Here, we can get rid of define and blueprint. We come into this determine combo phase stuff. And depending on what type of combo, is it a power combo or regular combo, what we do is we get our current combo phase, which I believe starts at 1. If it's 1, we set our montage, all right? And then we're going to increment our combo phase. So our combo phase is going to become 2, and then we're going to finish. Now, by finish, what I mean is we're going to finish this function. Then we're going to come back to our sword combo, and we are going to use the combo montage that we just set, which is the first one. We're going to play our montage and we're going to wait for a bunch of stuff. The bunch of stuff is all hit detection and effects and everything like that. Then, as this montage is playing, the animation's playing, it comes in here, whoops. It comes in here, it starts playing, nothing's happening. This is the damage window. This little like blending thing down here. This is where our damage window happens. Then during all of this time, if you click again, you are able to kick off the next phase of the combo. If you get to the end here and you have not clicked again, so between this attack and here, if you have not clicked again, then what will end up happening is it's going to call end combo mark finish. And remember, we just went over what that did. All end combo mark finish does is sets our phase back to 1. So if you miss the window, all that's happening is it's just setting the phase back to 1, so you're starting over again. So our sword combo is just basically getting recalled a bunch of time. So if that's true, oh, I was clicking on this. Yeah, so as long as, now there is a thing where I can click too fast and she won't enter. And what's happening there is she's not getting a chance to set the phase that she's in because I'm doing too fast. So she freaks out. So let's see, Alexander's interpretation of what I just said. Let's see if I'm clear on what I'm saying. Update the Boolean variable, window of opportunity, delay, based on move, do a variable, close window of opportunity. Okay. Actually, no. This is now me trying to understand Alexander's brain. Okay. You could, all right, so update a Boolean variable. Right, window of opportunity. Yes, totally. Delay based on move. Close window of opportunity. You could use that to read all input and only allow additional in time. Not to. Okay, hold on a second. I think half of what you're saying is I understand. So we start our attack. Okay, we're starting our attack, and right here, as the sword is coming down, like I'm gonna wind up. Let's do a wind up, and then as I start my attack, this is my window of opportunity. I'm gonna start my window, and then at the end, when I get down, I'm gonna end my window. And then what happens is during that window, when that variable is enabled, if there is another input, then I can, I think by allow additional time, you mean continue the next phase of the combo, because this is a 3-phase combo. And if that is right, yes, okay, so yes, that would work. That could potentially work. That is not how this is working though. The way this is working is we have our wind up, and then as we do the wind up, no, it's even before that. What happens is when we say trigger ability, we basically say do the attack. What happens is our ability system says, okay, I'm going to trigger an ability. And then the ability system asks the character, what phase of a combo should I do? The first time through, the character responds, I'm in phase 1. Okay? Then, and not only does it say I'm in phase 1, it says I'm in phase 1 and this is the montage you need to play for phase 1. Okay, cool. So then what happens is the ability says, cool, play that montage. Then while the ability is playing that montage, it does the wind up, and then here it starts doing the damage window. And as long as you are pressing the button between the damage start and before the animation tells the character I finish, that is the window. So it's a similar idea, except we're basically just, what happens during that is the window is we update the character to say you're now in phase 2. The ability will tell the character, hey, you're now ready for phase 2. And then what happens is the next time the ability comes through and says, hey, I just got instructions to attack again. What phase are you in, character? And the character says, I'm in phase 2 now. And the ability says, okay. And not only am I in phase 2, this is the animation play for phase 2. Great, that's the animation the ability plays. Then, after, same thing again, it does a new windup, maybe sideways. The attack starts. And then as long as the player hits and attacks again in the window, it updates the phase again, so that when the ability finishes, if they attacked, it'll ask the player, you get the idea. And then what happens is, on the third one, it just goes back to phase 1. And what that means is, as long as I strike in the window, I'm fine. But if I try to hit too many times, you can see I just get in this thing. Where I can just infinitely spam, and it kind of like gets whatever. The interesting thing is if I go, let's see if I can do this. So 1 shot, she attacks, okay? 2 shots, 1, 2, oh, I missed the window. 1, 2, 3, she does her full combo. Now, if I do it too fast, let's see if I can skip straight to the third one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I did. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I can basically skip parts of the combo. To Alexander's point, do you prefer Alexander or Alex? Anyways, I can skip parts of the combo by spamming the click. Originally I was like, oh, I don't think I want to do that. But then I realized that if you spam the click, it doesn't matter. You never hit the damage window, because the damage window only happens after the windup. Alex works, okay. So what happens is if I spam this so I never get the overhead swing, the damage window never opens. So even though I'm spamming it and it looks weird, I'm not actually hitting the damage window. So I'm not actually doing any damage, so I'm not really breaking the game. And sometimes players just like to just blah, 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 spam stuff. And as long as it doesn't cause cheating, that's fine. Now what it does potentially cause cheating for is a potential acceleration of, let's see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. You might be able to get to the higher damage input faster, but for now I wasn't going to worry about that, because the players who execute the combo correctly will get damage in all 3 sections, as opposed to just 1. And it will be scaling damage. It goes 10 right now, and I can scale it as well. I can go 10, 20, 30, or I think it's like 10, 20, 80, or 20, 40, 80. I think it's doubling. So it's in the player's interest to hit these combo windows, and I'm hoping that is a channel for both for skilled players and non-skilled players to have fun with, right? Non-skilled players are just going to be able to wail on stuff, and skilled players will be able to actually try to hit these combos to maximize damage. Does it cause stagger? Does damage cause stagger, or does... Yeah, but it would only cause stagger if they hit the damage window. And they're not hitting the damage window if they're spamming. Because there's no damage window that opens here. The damage window does not open until you get to the correct phase of the animation. So there's no, if you're not doing damage, you're not doing stagger. So it should not do that. But yes, absolutely, we would want to make sure we don't allow that. Now, the thing specifically though, that now we're having an issue with is, for this now that we understand how this works, again, this happens every time I leave this stuff and come back to it, it happens again. What's happening is, here's what's happening. The first time through, we come through, we play our first animation. Now we're coming through our second time. And in our second time, we're asking what phase we're in and we're getting the montage. But what we're not doing is we're not allowing player movement, because this is going to be tricky. Here's the problem. When we come back in, are we ending this ability? Let's see. In print string. Well, wait. I think we have to be ending the ability. Let's see if we're ending this ability. Where's our output log? Window, output. Okay, let's clear this. All right. Hold on. If I attack and hit the next attack, when I hit the attack, the second, okay, hold on. All right, here's watch what happens. If I attack, it prints hello at the end, right? If I attack, it doesn't hit hello until the end, pretty much. If I do a double attack, look at how fast the hello shows up. The hello is much quicker. So what's happening is, okay, that's kind of what I figured was happening. What's happening is, when we execute the second bit, we're basically interrupting this, which is ending the ability or canceling it, whatever it is. That's ending the hello ability. And then what's happening is we're coming up here and we're getting our next phase, we're playing that. That would be the moment right here, if our phase is greater than 1, that we would want to add a step. I don't know how to do that, y'all. Okay, so that is gonna be something that I think we're gonna dig into for our next stream, because I have to go to the day job. So let's wrap that up here. We're kind of at this point where it's probably good to kind of wrap all this stuff up for the day, because like I said, I gotta go to the day job. Okay, so real quick recap, we kind of made some quick tweaks and adjustments to our enemies, so that there's only 5 around us instead of 6. I think that helped with like just individual spacing, and a lot of this was just refreshing our memory how our ability system works, so we can get back into keeping our characters grounded when they're attacking. So that's the goal. I think basically the reason we're doing this is, even though combat doesn't have to be perfect, I'd like it to feel at least good. And the 2 things that I want to do is I want it to feel grounded, and I need to add the ability so that we can, right now we're just trying to be able to add a step. I want to be able to sidestep or backstep. At that point, once we have that, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be just working on encounters and balancing and so on, building new abilities, creating new weapons, all the cool fun stuff, and getting this level back together. Right now, oh no, and we need to add a block. We're gonna add a block too. So that's kind of the quick recap. Our next stream is gonna be Sunday, on Sunday evening, 10:15 Pacific Standard Time. We should have the scripting crash course class 3 coming out later this week, and I have started working on intro to visual scripting in Unreal. That one is a tough challenge to try to make an entry level course for, because Unreal is a beast. But so that wraps up our stream for this morning. Alex, Ed, thanks for hopping in. I hope you all are having great days, and I hope everybody else who was either kind of hanging out in the wings or whatever, I hope you all have a good rest of your week. If you have questions, remember this is meant to be a Q&A. Hop in, ask questions. I'm just keeping myself busy while I'm waiting for questions with my stuff, but hop in, ask questions, throw them down in the comments. If you have questions and you can't make the next stream, you can throw them in the comments. I'll try to answer them at the start of the next stream, or just hop in the next stream and we'll go over those together. Have a great one, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.